Yo, what is going on, guys? Today we are going to be installing a 48 volt kit into the RZR. It's not really a kit, but it's a ton of Amazon mods, and it's going to make the RZR into a 48 volt bike with a nice battery. It's going to get plenty of range, plenty of power. Should give my bike a run for its money, so let's get into it. First things first, we're going to open all these packages and show you guys all the parts we got for the build, and then we're going to start taking apart the RZR. We'll get all the parts put into the RZR. Alright, so we opened some brakes. Now we're going to open up the battery box. What we assume is the battery, 90%.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's a big boy.
Oh shit.
Yo, that is a fat battery. That is going to have plenty of range.
30 amp hours.
30 amp hours?
Yeah, at 48 volts, that's like...
That's gonna... Bro, that's better than
easily
mine.
30 miles.
That's better than mine.
And then the Anderson plugs, this connects to the controller.
Yep.
And then
I'm guessing that's the charger.
Yeah, that's probably the charger. 5 amp fast charger.
Links for all these parts will be in the description, so if you guys want to build your own RZR just like this, hit up the description. We'll have all the links for you guys. And I believe this build was how much?
I think all the parts like cost like about like $800.
800's pretty freaking good.
Pretty good
for a bike that I'm assuming is gonna be better than mine. All right, we got the battery unwrapped, and this thing looks like a bomb. Not even a battery. This thing looks like a bomb.
It looks like it'll fit in the plastic, but I don't know if when I get the fireproof case tomorrow, I don't know if it'll fit.
Oh, facts. But that case is gonna look good, so...
It'll look good, so I don't know if it's waterproof too. So
oh!
I really won't need it.
That's actually really good. Oh. And in the next box, what do we have? Why? Why that big of a box for something this small? What is this?
What is this? Is this...
Yo!
Butt plug? No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah!
For real though.
What is this?
I don't know.
Yo, did they send you the wrong thing again?
Oh, that would be pretty ass.
No, it's a...
Wildhorn?
Bluetooth drop-in headphones.
Yeah, these aren't mine. This is someone...
Bro,
someone else ordered these.
Hold on.
Sorry, Dad.
In the second to last package, what do we got?
We got a few things in here.
Oh, this is like little care package.
Thank you.
What is it?
Oh no, this is heat sink.
That's
the heat. No, the heat shrink.
Oh, the heat shrink.
This is the male and female connectors I'm gonna use to connect the batteries and shit to the Anderson plug. And then electric speed reverse. This is the damn controller. This is one of the controllers. Not the controller, but like the control. Yeah, the switches.
Yeah. The switch controllers. That beat.
This is straight from China. Oh, this is the damn throttle.
Oh, it's that. Yo!
We're gonna have to replace these grips, but
I don't know if you can with these.
You can't? They look like regular like grip sizes.
Yeah, actually they do. These are some pretty weird looking ones. They actually kind of feel nice though.
They feel fine, so maybe it'll be fine with gloves on.
They feel pretty nice. With gloves, these will be really good.
Yeah, and these are
let's
standard
see
connections.
Standard, everything standard.
If you guys are wondering what this comes with, the fucking Hyundai controller, this is what it comes with, bro. This looks like, this is the key ignition. This is fire with the voltage.
Okay, voltmeter and key ignition.
And I spent like 30 minutes looking for the right one. Unless you want to be DIY and do it yourself, all the other ones have weird connections. This is the only one that had the right connection.
This one will be also linked in the description.
You need that. Those look a little bit crooked, but
we'll uncrooked them, bro.
Yeah, for real.
We'll make it work.
Make it work. This is the controller for sure. We can just keep that in the box for now.
Yeah.
No, we need to take that out. And then this is shock absorbing pads.
Oh shoot.
You need that for the battery.
Definitely.
I mean, I don't know with the case I'm gonna get. I'll still put it in there, but it might not even need it.
You might need to put it in the case.
Yeah.
Final package.
I'm thinking what it could maybe be.
We already got a lot of the stuff we need for the build, so I don't even know what could be in here, honestly.
For real, I kind of want to see like what name was on here. Oh, this is the motor, bro.
Wait, what? It is
What?
the motor. I thought these were the supermotos.
Oh no, the supermotors are gonna come like
No.
Supermotos are coming on the like 29th. So that's pretty soon.
That is pretty soon, but I
But
thought
dude,
those-
it's gonna give me time to do fucking crazy burnouts on those tires.
Oh God! Burnout coming to the channel soon.
For real. These have some pretty big heat shrinks in them, and smaller ones, whatever you need. This is just for future if I
Yep.
need them.
Yep.
This is the heart and soul of the build.
this is the Suron Soshin motor.
I'll be fired. I've seen people do that.
I know, me
People
too,
have
and it's
put
actually
Soshins in
it's
them.
actually crazy.
Those are like $800, $900, so kind of a little bit expensive for me.
Yeah.
But this specific motor, you could get the regular Kunray one that goes like 4,300 RPMs, but this one goes 57.
57.
It like peak, but you're not supposed to push it for more than like 5 seconds peak, I think.
Okay.
But the controller already knows that, so you're not like damaging it. Like you'll feel it on the throttle. Oh, this is a chunky boy.
That is a fat motor, yo.
No, and this one specifically, like, it's worth the extra money. Oh, no way it comes with the phase amp controller.
No way.
Damn.
We bought 2 of those, and
Well, I
I have
can
one of
return it.
those.
So it's alright. Oh, that's a chunky boy. That is gonna be fire.
Oh my. The wires just give it away how chunky it is.
Oh,
Oh,
dude.
that thing.
No, and look,
In person,
Look,
it looks
look.
a lot bigger, guys.
these on the other motors are sticking out, and you have to drill into the motor. This one's no maintenance, easy. You literally screw it in. My 210 or 1020 motor.
Yep. We got all the parts unboxed, and we're gonna start taking apart the Razor and putting all the parts inside the Razor, and then we'll let you guys know certain steps you guys have to do along the way, such as like connecting the battery to the controller and all that. But yeah. All right, so we got the plastics off the Razor now, and we're gonna get everything out of the bike, and then we're gonna have to cut out the middle battery tray so we can make all the parts fit into the Razor. All right, so we got the bike all pretty much stripped down, and we still gotta take off the throttle, but yeah, it's looking pretty good right now. I'll update you guys and show you guys when we cut the middle part out, but yeah. All right, so now we're going to start cutting off the center plate that's in the middle of the bike with a Sawzall. If you are super young, do not do this. Do not try this at home. We are trained professionals.
I am like gripping this with my life.
Yeah, be very careful if you're doing this without parental supervision, but I strongly recommend you guys do. Woo! There we go. Plate falls
That shit's
right
out.
off. Alright, so we had to bang down the edges with like hammers and bend them down with like vice grips and stuff. It was a complicated process, but you have to bend these down, bend the front one down. The sides can stay the same, so you can still keep the plastics on, but we got the battery to fit in there. We're going to probably, because Leo's getting a bag, we're going to have it sideways, and then we're going to have the controller mounted back here. So now what we've done is we've stripped the end of the battery wires, and we've added some shrink wrap, and then we've
Get a lighter.
attached it to the connector for the battery. And make sure to not connect the black and the reds together, because that would be very, very bad.
Very bad.
It would, like, completely kill the whole build. Use shrink wrap and shrink wrap it down with like a lighter. You just like merge them together. I'll show you guys how you do that on the black one. But yeah. Okay, so now we're going to attach the 2 black wires together. And he's kind of fanning the 2 out and then putting them together. Yep, just like that.
Get your crimper.
Get your crimpers. Yep.
Get them the other way so I can see.
Crimp it down, just so it makes the connection super, super secure.
So these won't just like fall out while you're riding or something.
Yep.
And just make sure.
And these are not scissors, by the way. These are crimpers, so they don't like actually cut the wires.
Yeah,
just so you guys know.
They're more like just like merging them together, basically.
Yeah. And then you slide the shrink wrap right over, and then heat it down just like how you did with the red one. Okay, so now I have to strip the ends of the 2 battery terminals on the controller because we have to attach it to this connector so it plugs into the battery. And this is just way safer than doing just an O-ring terminal to the battery. Even though it's a little bit nerve-wracking. Also, really cool feature is the controller is a bright blue. We got the connector fully connected to the controller, and we got the other connector connected to the battery. So, battery's fully set up, ready to go pretty much. We just have to connect the charging ports together still, but you guys can do that last. Honestly, it's not the biggest priority. And now we got the terminal, the O-ring terminals to connect. Alright, so right now we got the O-ring connectors all wired up in the terminal, just like this. And we're just going to test to make sure everything works before we put it all into the bike. But that's what we're currently working on. And now we're going to get all the connectors plugged in. Or at least the ones that we need to test the main functions. So we've run into a problem in the build. In the Hall sensor connection, this one is horizontal. And the one for the controller is vertical, so they don't quite connect.
All right, guys, so if you have something sharp with a really really pointy, you can get in here and just push the back of those wire connections out of the connections on the controller, and they actually fit onto the connections of the motor. So you just fit them on. I put a piece of foam to just prevent maybe them touching. They wouldn't really touch. This is a very temporary solution until I get better connections. I'm gonna get better connections because this is not safe. You shouldn't run it like this.
Yeah. Alright, so now we're gonna plug in the voltmeter into the controller. Alright. We found it. It's this one. It's the red, black, and blue on the controller. And on the voltmeter, it's red, black, and green. So even though it's not the same colors, don't be frightened. It still will work.
This looks like it is the same connection. Doesn't click or nothing. Oh.
There we go.
All right,
so voltmeter all hooked up.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
She's a freshie.
She's fresh. She's fresh.
For real.
Alright, so we found the throttle connector. We're going to plug it into the throttle.
Yeah, and these are the only two. The 2-plug connection is for the reverse, and unless you want to wire that up, yeah, just leave that probably. And there's only 2 3-pin connections on this, so it's pretty easy to find. And with that, I mean, I think the whole drivetrain is together.
Yeah. I think we're ready to test it out.
This is a big moment.
This is a big moment.
A little bit scary. My hands are a little bit sweaty.
Alright, so we ran into a bit of a problem. When you connect the battery, the voltmeter immediately turns on, and it shows 4.6 volts for some reason, which makes absolutely zero sense. But when you test the throttle works, so we don't really know. Leo said he's seen a problem like this before, so we're going to try to diagnose it, and I'll probably update you guys with a solution. But let's test the throttle for them. Let's test the throttle for them.
All right, so this is speed 1.
Okay. Oh, we got some decent torque on there. Throttle looks pretty. That's some pretty responsive. That's pretty responsive.
That's the 1. Ready? 2.
Oh, I can feel it.
I've heard some people say 2 is the strongest one, so let's see what 3 is.
Nah, 3 is significantly. It has more high-end torque. so he has more high-end torque.
Okay, well, it works, boys.
It works.
The drivetrain works.
Everything works. This is amazing.
That's the Razor sound. That's what it's gonna be.
It's gonna be amazing.
Okay, so wait, let's see if when you turn it off, it's still, you can use the throttle.
Yeah, let's see.
Okay.
Okay. All right, so what we're going to end up doing is we're going to take a pause on the build until tomorrow. We're going to order some new parts and get rid of the throttle and the voltmeter. Hopefully, the new parts work, but we'll see you guys tomorrow. All right, we're back. It's day 2. We had the bag on, and live, the zipper just broke. But there's 2 zippers, so...
Well, it just goes back on. It just came off
Oh.
one way.
But we got the bag here. We got a new throttle. What else did we get?
We got the throttle, and we got the 3-speed switch.
We got a 3-speed switch and the bag. So now we should be able to do the build. For the Hall sensor, we're going to leave it as it is for now, but we're going to figure out a permanent solution for that soon. And I'll update you guys when we figure out a solution for that. But for now, we're going to continue building the bike. Okay, so we got everything plugged in, and it didn't work. The problem was that the throttle wasn't working, wasn't actually spinning the motor, but the voltmeter was working. So what we decided to do was we took apart the throttle, and we think we're going to install the ignition and the voltmeter LCD into the, fake fuel tank of the Razor, kind of make it into, a custom look, and then we're going to put on the old throttle that did work, so then we have a voltmeter and the throttle. Alright, we're going to test it again. We got the ignition.
This should turn on.
The sketchy ignition. Oh, there we go.
52.3?
3 volts.
Alright, now.
Yeah.
We got a working bike, boys.
We got a
working drivetrain. Okay, that's 1, 2. Oh, that does seem higher. Okay, 3. That's it. Okay, 1, 2, 3 works.
Hey.
We could literally wire this whole thing up right now.
Okay, so we had the old 3-speed connected to that throttle that we took apart still. It was a long process, but we finally got it disconnected.
Long
and
arduous.
we connected the 3-speed of the working throttle to the 3-speed on the controller. So now,
without further ado,
we're going to do bench chest number 3.
right.
And see.
And just a tip, if you plug in the positive side before the negative, it makes less of a spark. But e-bikes just tend to make a spark when they plug in.
Yeah.
See, I didn't make a spark just then. All right, boys. 53 volts. And we're on power mode 1. Power mode 2. Seems more powerful. 3.
Give it a juice. Give it some juice.
Oh,
Ooh, that's nice.
that's nice.
That's nice.
Well, powertrain works. Everything works. Now I know what I need to take back to Amazon. And yeah, basically just start the DIY now. And
Yep.
Yeah.
Alright, so we got the battery with the battery bag on in the bike, and it actually fits surprisingly really well. You should be able to still keep the plastics on the side, like the battery covers. But now we're going to mount it to the front of the frame so we can have more space in the back for the controller. Alright, so we added foam padding, and then after doing that, we found out that we probably won't be able to run the stock plastics on the side, but that's okay.
Whatever.
It's just going to be a summer build. It's going to be fun for the summer, though.
For real. What is the cop going to say, what is this bag? Is this illegal? Is this a legal bag to have on a bike?
For real. Alright, so now we're working on taking off the rotors off the wheels, putting the new rotors on, and then getting the brakes installed before we get everything else installed, because the brakes are probably the most important thing in the bike.
Yeah.
Alright, so I haven't filmed in a minute, and Leo kind of injured himself, kind of punched himself in the face with a wrench.
Yeah.
But we got the new rotors onto the wheels and the brakes onto the bike and the wheels onto the bike.
So everything
And
brake-wise is done.
Everything brake-wise is done, and it looks mighty, mighty fine. I'm not gonna lie. The back one has 0 issues. The clearance is absolutely amazing. The front one has a little bit of a clearance issue, but that could also be a bent rotor issue. So we don't really know. But for all we know, I think it is compatible. You can use Zoom brakes. Everyone has used Zoom brakes for the Razor, but these will also be linked in the description. So if you want to use these for your Razor, you can find the link in the description. But I think the next thing we're going to do is probably get the controller wired up. And
Oh, that's what's
then-
rubbing.
I don't know. Alright, so we're coming to a close for day 2. We got the motor installed. We're working on wiring the throttle currently because we also got the throttle installed. And then we're going to take a break because everything's looking really good right now. And there's no problems with the build right now. We're just going to end off on a good note. So we're going to come back tomorrow. Hopefully be able to finish the build within like 72 hours, which would be really cool. But we should have the final connectors we need. And tomorrow, everything should be complete. If you're seeing this outro, it's because I had to split the video into 2 different parts. We have the bike completely built. It's absolutely crazy. But stick around for tomorrow when the second video part comes out and the bike is completely done. This thing goes pretty fast, it has a lot of torque, and it will definitely give my bike a run for its money.